I want to talk to you guys about Elliot Rodgers. You know what I mean? Now, why do I want to talk to you guys about Elliot Rodgers? I'm explaining to you guys real quick. So, in case you don't know who Elliot Rodgers is, Elliot Rodgers is a guy who got nicknamed the Virgin Killer. Now, I think that just by me telling you guys his nickname, I think you guys pretty much know why he did what he did, why he was a killer. Think about it, a virgin killer. So, in case it didn't ring a bell, let me tell you guys. So, this is a guy who, always complained about still being a virgin. If I'm not mistaken, that's why I said I'm gonna have to definitely make more than one part to this video. This is more of an introduction. You know what I mean? Because I still don't have all the details. I watched the documentary, but I'm keeping up with so much documentaries and so much news stories that, you know what I mean, I can't remember everything. But if I'm not mistaken, he was in his 20s. I don't remember what age he died. But the point is, he did what he did because he said that he was tired of being a virgin, and he wanted to get his revenge on women. He said that he was always rejected by women. He was always treated badly by women when he so desperately wanted one and loved them. So that was his point. His point was he loved women so much he did everything he can to get women, and he did the total opposite. So what he did was, he went out and was specifically targeting women to kill, but ended up killing a whole bunch of just random innocent people. I think there was even men involved, and before I continue on, I just want to say this so no one don't get what I'm saying mixed up. Listen, there's nothing that can justify killing innocent people. Whether someone did something to you, unless it's, self-defense, if someone's trying to kill you in your own house or something like that, just give an example. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what I mean. Nothing justifies killing innocent people. So let me just get out of the way. Nothing justifies killing innocent people. So don't think that, I'm, picking up for this guy or in any way, shape, or form justifying what he did. But there's a reason why I'm talking about this, and it's not for, the reason why he said he did what he did. But yeah, so let me get straight into it. So, Elliot Rodgers, as I said, that was the reason that he gave. That was the reason he gave for doing what he did, killing all those people. It was because, he wanted revenge on women. He was targeting specifically women, and it drove him insane. He couldn't find love. This guy all he thought about was women. He even bought a whole bunch of expensive sports cars, doing stuff like that, buying sports cars, clothes. He did everything he can to get women, and he feels like all he got was rejection, being rude to, and so on and so forth. So that's the reason why he's claimed he did what he did. But the reason why I'm making this video is just to explain something real quick. Now, as a target individual, I've been a target individual for approximately 9 years, and because I'm a target individual for this long, there's certain things that I see that's related to gang stalking and just in general. That's just related to, conspiracy. And automatically I already know what's going on. While everyone is just looking around, or the average people is just looking around and just, thinking about other things. It goes right through their head. It goes right over their head. But as for me, when I see things that's related to any conspiracy, any gang stalking, whether I'm getting tactics, whether I'm seeing tactics around me, or I'm seeing things that has, conspiracy behind it, I know from the get-go. You know what I mean? But moving on. this is a guy where I've actually been and as much as, you know, I've been studying, I know that, you know, I told you guys I forgot some of the details, but that's not what I mean by studying. You know, I just mean like every now and then, you know, I may click on, he has more than one documentaries on YouTube, so I click on them. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until just a couple months ago, like if I were to take a guess, I would say I've been on this guy's story for about 4 to 5 years now. It's been about, or longer than that. It's been about 6 years. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's been about 5-6 years. I've been on his story. And part of me believes that the reason why he said he did what he did is true. But I think that's half of the reason why he did what he did. You know, my higher self is telling me that this guy was a target individual, but he was a target individual that went about what he was going through smarter. And look, what he did was very, I don't want to say stupid. That wasn't that wasn't the smartest thing to do, you know. But, you know, I just don't want to insult anybody, you know. I'm not that type, you know, I'm not the type of person to sit here and you know, see what someone did and call them stupid. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do that, you know. It wasn't smart what he did. He did make a dumb decision. So when I say he went about it smart, don't think that that's what I mean. But I mean, he did, I can't explain it. The way how this guy moved, I think that if this is the case, you know, I know a target individual when I see one. I know a target individual when I see one. And I know gang stalker when I see it. My higher self is telling me that this guy was going through much more than just getting rejected by women. You know, look at all these mass shooters. You know, that's no more different than what he did. He was more of a serial killer. Well, I can't say he did a mass shooting. I guess I need to really, you know, look up the definition of a mass shooting. I heard as when you shoot more than 2 people is what. It's actually what I heard a comment on YouTube said, is when you shoot more than 2 people. But what I need to know is it if you shoot more than 2 people at one time, like, you know, like walking in a grocery store and just start, you know, shooting the place up, shooting the grocery store up. Is that a mass? I know that that's a mass shooting, but I'm saying, what if you're like going to different donations, killing one person here, killing one person there? That don't sound like a mass shooting to me. That more sounds like, you know, that's a killer. I don't even know what to even call that. A rampage. Yeah, there you go. That sounds more of like a rampage to me. Well, yeah, he was more of like a rampage killer. He just went, because it wasn't one play. I mean, this guy went inside of a store, and then he went to some apartments, I think it was. He even did stabbings and shootings. So he was more of a rampage serial killer, I would call him. But my higher self tells me that there's more to Elliot Rodgers' story. And this guy was a target individual. I do believe that he was a target individual, because he gave me those type of vibes. It's like nobody can't tell me different. Nobody cannot tell me different. I feel it. I really feel it. Nobody can't tell me different, man. And you know, dead man tell no tears. Unless it's Elliot Rodgers to tell me different, no one can't tell me different. I feel as though he was a target individual. You know, and the reason I'm making this video is not only to tell you guys what I think about Elliot Rodgers' story, but to also say it's not fair. It's been too many lives that has been robbed because of this program, including mine. I don't get to live that normal life that everyone else gets to live. You know what I mean? I gotta be constantly seeing these drones following me everywhere, helicopters, planes, police, specified colored vehicles. I don't get to live that normal life. And you gotta also remember that everything can't exactly be said. I'm going through way more than I can tell you guys. And it's sad. You know what I mean? But what I'm gonna just do is an update on my targeting and save that for another video. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this Elliot Rodgers story, man. What he did was very vile, obviously. It was very horrible. I do not condone in any way what he did. And I'm not justifying what he did at all. You know, I just gave you guys 2 reasons that can snap, that can make a person snap. You know what I mean? That's being a target individual and you know, being that type of person that, you know, can't take rejection and stuff like that, and being a loner, and, you know what I mean, those are two good reasons. And I still don't, you know, condone what he did, or I still won't ever pick up for what he did, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's my thoughts, you know what I mean? It's just something to think about. Definitely something to think about. Elliot Rodgers, if you guys are interested, just look it up. It's just that simple, Elliot Rodgers. But as usual, thank you guys for listening. To say the energy is right tonight. I have no work. I have free time. So what I'm going to do is get back to you guys with some more videos. Thank you.